Hello, good afternoon all. So today we are going to see proximity measures for nominal and binary attributes. Okay, so it is from unit number 3, that is measuring data similarity and dissimilarity. Our last lecture was about the introduction to data similarity and dissimilarity measures. So in that lecture we have seen the cosine similarity measure as well as Euclidean distance. Using cosine similarity, we can find out the similarity between the documents which are represented by document vectors. For if the data, okay, data of the attributes is in terms of coordinates like points x and y. So in that case, we can use Euclidean distance formula to find out the distance between them or the dissimilarity between those two objects which are represented as xy coordinates. Okay, so that was just an introduction that how we can measure the similarity or dissimilarity between the objects. Okay, so as we have the data in data mining and warehousing applications, and this data consists of generally the rows, okay, which represents objects or entities, and the columns which represents features of the data, dimensions of the data, or attributes of the data. Okay, what is the example of rows or objects? Customer is an example of object or entity. Students are the example of objects or entities. Then employees of some company, okay, they also considered as objects, right? Uh, Data of some patients, okay, which are there in hospitals, okay, so those patients are also considered as objects, okay. And so these objects are represented by their attribute values, okay, and these attribute features or dimensions of the data of the objects, okay, they indicate their name, their maybe employee ID, customer ID, their age, their income, their address, their contact details, their set of interest levels, their hobbies, maybe their areas of interest, etc., right? Or maybe whether they use credit cards, whether they use debit cards, if it is a data of banking database, right? So these all are the features or dimensions, examples of features or attributes of the objects, right? So here in this lecture, we want to understand what? How we can measure the similarity between the objects or dissimilarity between the objects. Now, if two objects are 50% similar, then what is the dissimilarity between them? It is 1 minus 0.5, right? So it is like if they are 50% similar, they are 50% dissimilar. If two objects are 75% dissimilar, what is the similarity value? It is
0.25.
yeah, for 0.25 or 25%. Okay. If two objects are 90% dissimilar, then what is the similarity between them?
10%.
Is 10%. Okay, so you can refer these similarity and dissimilarity value just by subtracting one from the other. Okay, so if we are representing them between 0 to 1, and sometimes 0 indicates the 100% similarity, and if it is a if these are the values of similarity like 0 and 1, so 0 means 0% of similarity, 1 means exact similarity, so 100% similarity. If these are the values of dissimilarity, then in that case 0 indicates 0% dissimilarity, while 1 indicates 100% dissimilarity. So 100% dissimilarity is equal to 100% similarity, right? If two objects are 100% dissimilar, then they are 0% similar, right? They are 0% similar. And if two objects are 100% similar, then they are 0% dissimilar, right? So 1 minus similarity will give you amount of dissimilarity, and 1 minus dissimilarity will give you amount of similarity. Okay, so 1 minus, if similarity value is zero point 0.8, so 1 minus 0.8 will give you 0.2, and that is dissimilarity. If the dissimilarity value is 0.60, then 1.1 minus 0.60 will give you amount of similarity, and that is 0.4. Okay? So this is how we can find out similarity from dissimilarity if we know dissimilarity, and dissimilarity if we know similarity value. So basically, why I am explaining this? Because we want to find only one value, either similarity or dissimilarity. If we know similarity, ultimately we can find out dissimilarity. How? 1 minus similarity, right? So here uh, we are going to check whether two objects are similar, how much they are similar or how much they are dissimilar. So objects can be known for their similarity or dissimilarity depending upon the attribute values, depending upon the attribute values, right? So what are the attribute values? They represent objects, right? So these attribute values are of four types, right? We know attributes are nominal, they are binary, they are ordinal, and they are numeric. So there are different similarity or dissimilarity measures for different types of attributes. Okay, so if the attributes are nominal, their values will be the categorical values. Categorical values. So they have different types of formulae to measure similarity or dissimilarity. If the attribute is binary, it is going to have only two possible values, right? For example, gender, so male or female, right? Which can be represented as 0 or 1. 0 for male, 1 for female, or 1 for male and 0 for female, etc. Right? So again, there is an ordinal attribute which have the values which actually consist of some rank or order. Okay, for example, small, medium, large. Okay, so that is what ordinal attribute, and one more, that is numeric, which consists of numeric values, that is interval scaled and ratio scaled. Okay, so we have different formulae to measure the similarity between the objects which are represented by different types of attributes, that is nominal, binary, ordinal, and numeric. Okay, so today we are going to see if the attributes are of nominal type or of binary type, how to measure their similarity, how to measure similarity between objects. So what we are going to learn today is this: what are the applications of measuring similarity and dissimilarity, then what is called as a data matrix, then what is a dissimilarity matrix, and after that which are the formulae, proximity measures for if the objects are represented by nominal attributes with example, and what are the proximity measures if the objects are represented by binary attributes like gender. Okay, so we'll see this measuring similarity and dissimilarity with examples. So let us see first what are the applications of measuring this similarity or dissimilarity. So these are the applications when we measure the similarity between objects. So we can form their clusters, we can group them, okay, in different groups. So for clustering, if we have number of objects and if we want to classify them under different groups or clusters, we can use or we can find out similarity between objects. So the objects which are much similar to each other come under one cluster or one group, whereas the objects which are dissimilar from a group, they form a different cluster or group. Similarly, if I want to form a group of objects, okay, so the objects which will not come under that group are called as outliers. are called as outliers. Suppose there is a emails, right? Emails inbox is there, right? So whenever some email comes into our inbox, it is checked for its category. It is checked for its category. So if the contents of the email are similar to the emails which are generally received in inbox, okay, then it is categorized under inbox, so it is saved in inbox. But if there are some mails which are promotional mails or advertisements, so they are outliers. They are identified as outliers and they are saved into spam folders, okay, or promotional folders, right? So that is outlier analysis. So there also we use these similarity or dissimilarity measures to find outliers. Okay, outliers means the objects which are not similar to a particular group of objects, right? So that is called as outlier, right? In case of cyber security also, to understand the cyber threats. Okay, so what is a cyber threat? Some activity which is not regular, which is not familiar, okay, so that is identified as an outlier. Okay, so that also comes under outlier analysis, that is detecting some intruders in the cyberspace, detecting some cyber threats. Okay, so that is also outlier analysis. And third application is nearest neighbor classification. So this is where we classify the objects based on, again, their similarity and dissimilarity measures. We can take an example of a store which which want to have or search in a customer list, and that customer list will be searched for some clusters or groups of customers having some similar characteristics. Okay, so the store have number of customers, but they want to find a group of customers who have a particular level of income, a particular area of residence, and a particular age. So we can use this income condition, area of residence condition, and age condition to find out the similar objects, the similar customers. Okay, and then we can maybe use that customer list to achieve some objectives, right? A business objectives. Okay, so these are the applications of finding similarity and dissimilarity between the objects. Now let us see what is the data matrix. So data matrix is what? Suppose we have n number of objects, okay, and these objects have p number of these objects are represented by p number of attributes. Okay, so here object are represented by x, so x1, x2, xn, so they are objects. So they may be like, example is employees, students, or customers. So x1 is first employee, x2 is second employee, xn is last employee. And attributes 1 to p or p1, p2, pn, they are, if it is employee, so it is employee ID, employee name, employee joining date, employee salary, employee got number of promotions, employee experience, employee age, employee date of birth, employee address. So that is attributes p1, p2, p3, p4. So attributes are in terms of columns and objects are rows, right? So it's a table and that is a matrix of rows and columns, right? So in rows are labeled by object names and columns are labeled by attribute names. So that is rows and columns, and the cells at the intersections of these objects and attributes, they indicate the values, that is xij. So what is xij? That is a value of object I for attribute j. Okay, object I की value किस लिए? For the jth attribute, for the jth attribute, right? So that is called as a data matrix. So data matrix में क्या आता है? It consists of objects and their values for attributes. Okay, so maybe if the objects are students, their attributes will be roll number, name, right, age, the class in which they are studying, their results may be for of first year, second year, and so on, their address, their emails, their contacts, okay, their parent name, right? So that is what attributes, okay. So at the intersection of particular cell, what comes? Suppose it is a cell of address. So that is what? Address of object I. That is what? Object address of object I for which attribute? Jth attribute. And what is that jth attribute? Address. Okay. Similarly for other attributes. So that is what? Data matrix. So it's a n by p matrix where there are n number of objects and p number of attributes. Now another is dissimilarity matrix. Now what is a dissimilarity matrix? It is not object to attribute matrix. Like data matrix was what? Object to attribute. मतलब एक rows में objects है and columns में क्या है? Attributes. So it's what? Object by attribute matrix. Data matrix. And dissimilarity matrix is object by object. मतलब rows में भी objects labeled है and column में भी क्या है? Objects के label है. सो इसका मतलब क्या है? अगर रोज में है एम्प्लॉइज या फिर कस्टमर्स एंड कॉलम्स में भी कस्टमर्स, सो उसके इंटरसेक्शन में क्या आएगा? इट्स अ वैल्यू बिलोंगिंग टू कस्टमर आई एंड कस्टमर जे, राइट? सो व्हाट इज दैट वैल्यू? इट्स अ डिसिमिलैरिटी वैल्यू और अ सिमिलैरिटी वैल्यू. Okay, so if the matrix represents dissimilarity value, that matrix is called as dissimilarity matrix. And what that values in the cells indicate? The dissimilarity of object I with object J. Dissimilarity of object I with object J. Okay, so consider there are 5 objects. 5 objects. So what is the size of the matrix? What is the size of the matrix? It will be 5 by 5. 5 rows, 5 columns, right? So if it is a cell number 22, it's a cell number 22. So what that indicates? It's a dissimilarity of object 2 with object 2. If it is 2, 1, then dissimilarity of object 2 with object 1, right? So that is what? It's a value, right? So what will be the dissimilarity of object 2 with object 2? Object 2 खुद के साथ कितना dissimilar हो सकता है? How much an object can be dissimilar with itself? It's 0, right? Dissimilarity will be 0. Any object with itself, how much can be dissimilar? 0, right? So that is dissimilarity of object 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 3. The values will be 0. And there will be values for 1 with 2, 1 with 3, या फिर 2 with 1, 2 with 3, etc. Right? So here D of ij is what? If it's a dissimilarity matrix, then if it is the value is 0, so dissimilarity is 0. It means object I and j are completely similar. And if dissimilarity of object I and j is 1, dissimilarity is 1. That means they are completely dissimilar. Okay, so let us see the examples. So this is what you can see is a data matrix. So in rows there are objects x1, x2, x3, and in the columns there are attributes. Okay, so what is this x11? This is the value of object 1 for attribute 1. What is this xnp? Last value xnp? It's a value of object n for attribute p. Okay, so it's a data matrix, and this is what? Dissimilarity matrix. So what is a dissimilarity matrix? Object by object, and data matrix is object by attribute. Okay, object by attribute, and this is object by object. So rows में भी objects, column में भी objects. So अंदर क्या है फिर इसके अंदर? Dissimilarity values. So you can see 0 are there in the diagonal. So that indicates what? Dissimilarity of object 1 with object 1, object 2 with object 2, object 3 with object 3, and so on. So हर एक ऑब्जेक्ट खुद के साथ कितना डिसिमिलर है? 0%. Why? Because it is completely similar. Now this is what D21, dissimilarity of object 2 with 1. Then this is D of 3, 1 is dissimilarity of object 3 with object 1. Then 3 with 2. Similarly n with 1, n with 2, and so on. Okay, so this is the example of dissimilarity matrix. Now we are going to find out dissimilarity, and we will enter that dissimilarity in this dissimilarity matrix. Okay, so let us go first for nominal attribute. So let me tell you once again what is a nominal attribute. It is also called as categorical attributes. Okay, so why it is called as categorical? Because it represents categories. Okay, so example is what? See, this is one more example of data matrix. Here, these are points x1, x2, x3, x4, right? So you can consider them as objects, object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4, right? And these are attributes, attribute 1, attribute 2. So object by attributes, it's a data matrix. And what is the dissimilarity matrix? This, on rows objects 1 to 4, in columns objects 1 to 4, right? And see, 0 for the dissimilarity of object with itself. And see here 3.61, 2.24, 4.24, how these values come? Because this is a dissimilarity of object 2 with object 1. And how we find out this? Using Euclidean distance. Why Euclidean distance? Because these x objects are nothing but points in xy coordinate system. So see here x1, x2, they are given, and we have like object 1 values are 1, 2, for object 2 3, 5. So suppose this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. So how to find out Euclidean distance? x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and then its square root, right? So you can find out. Okay, here also, suppose I'm checking for scientific calculator. Scientific calculator. Okay, here it is. So here we have a scientific calculator. So what is that value? We want to find x2 with x1, right? Distance, and it is given as 3.61. So let us see whether it is 3.61. So Euclidean distance x2 with x1. So what are the values for x2? 3 and 5. For x1, 1 and 2. So 3 minus 1 is what? 2. And 2 square is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 3 square is 9. So 4 plus 9. 2 square is 4 plus 3 square is 9. So it is 13, right? So what is the square root of 13? It's 3.605, right? So it is 3.61. So see, that is given here, 3.61. Now if I want to find out for x3 and x2, x3 with x2, object 3 with object 2, dissimilarity using Euclidean distance. So object 3 and object 2. So it is Euclidean distance का formula use करके 2 minus 3 is what? Minus 1. Minus 1 square plus 1. 0 minus 5 is minus 5. Minus 5 square 25. So 25 plus 1 26, and square root of 26. Square root of 26 is 5.09, that is 5.1. So you can see object 3 with object 2, 5.1, right? So x3 with x2 is 5.1, right? That is what we calculated, right? So this is how we can find out dissimilarity for the objects which are numeric. So these are numeric attributes, right? Yeah, attributes कौन से हैं? Numeric attributes है, right? They are numbers, right? So for that we can use a Euclidean distance formula. Okay, so this is how we can enter the values in dissimilarity matrix for x4 with x1, x4 with x2, x4 with x3 is 5.39. So this is the example of data matrix and dissimilarity matrix. Now let us see if the attributes are nominal. If the attributes are nominal, तो attributes nominal मतलब कैसे होते हैं? ये देखो, ये यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है, ये 3 attributes हैं, test1, test2 and test3. इसमें से nominal कौन सा है? test1. Why? Because it indicates categories like code A, code B, code C, code A, right? So that is what categories. So that is a nominal attribute. अभी ये जो टेस्ट 2 है उसमें वैल्यूज देखो, एक्सीलेंट, फेयर, गुड, एक्सीलेंट। सो ये एक ऑर्डर है, जैसे गुड, फेयर, एक्सीलेंट, ये एक ऑर्डर है। सो इट्स अ ऑर्डिनल एट्रीब्यूट। एंड जो लास्ट है टेस्ट 3, इट्स अ न्यूमेरिक एट्रीब्यूट। ठीक है, तो हमें क्या करना है, ये जो चार ऑब्जेक्ट्स है, ऑब्जेक्ट 1 2 3 4, इनकी सिमिलैरिटी या फिर डिसिमिलैरिटी फाइंड आउट करनी है only for nominal, only for nominal attribute, using nominal attribute. So how many nominal attributes are there? Only one, only one nominal attribute is there. So formula क्या है? What is the formula? So here is the formula. Dissimilarity between object I and object J is equal to P minus M divided by P. So what is P? Total number of attributes, total number of variables or attributes. So हमारे पास कितने attribute है? Nominal. कितने attributes है हमारे पास? Nominal. Only one, right? So P equal to 1. What is M? M is what? Number of matches of object I with object J. Object I and object J की वैल्यू कितने attributes में मैच हो रही है? तो यहाँ पे तो हमारे पास एक ही एट्रीब्यूट है, तो सी इफ वी मैच object 1 with object 2, there is no matching. So M is what? 0. M is what? 0 for object 1 and 2. For 1 and 3, it is again A and C, so 0. 1 and 4, it's matching, right? So number of matches are 1, right? So let us see what will be the dissimilarity values using only nominal attributes. So we are using a single attribute here because there is only one nominal attribute. So P is what? Number of attributes. So it is equal to 1, and M is what? Matches, right? So in single attribute, how many matches are there, right? So here, let us find out for dissimilarity of 2 with 1. 2 with 1. So what is 2? Code B, and 1 is what? Code A. So at P is 1 because number of attribute is 1. So 1 minus what? Match. So match is 0, right? A and B, code A and code B are not matching, so 0. So 1 minus 0 divided by 1, that is P. So it is 1. You can see here, it is 1. Distance or dissimilarity between 3 1, 3 1, 3 1. P is 1. 1 minus match 0. 1 minus 0 divided by 1. So it's 1. 3 2, 3 2. P 1 minus 0 divided by 1. So it's 1. 4 with 1. 4 with 1. So P is 1. 1 minus, this is a match, right? So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 divided by 1. That is 0. So object 1 and 4 are exactly similar. Why they are exactly similar? Because their dissimilarity value is 0. Their dissimilarity value is 0. Whose? Object 1 and 4. 4 2 and 4 3. Again 1 minus 0 by 1. So it's 1. 1 minus 0 by 1. It's 1. Right? So this is proximity measure for nominal attributes. Now this is this. So remember this formula, P minus M divided by P. This is for dissimilarity. Then what is the formula for similarity? How we find similarity? 1 minus dissimilarity, right? So 1 minus dissimilarity matlab 1 minus this P minus M. So if you calculate it, 1 minus P minus M by P, so it gives you M by P. M by P, because it will be P minus M plus M divided by P. So P cancel, and in the denominator you get P, right? So it's M by P, right? So this is how we can find out similarity also. So if it's a dissimilarity matrix, what will be the similarity matrix? Opposite to this, right? What is that? 0 remains 0 in the diagonal, but the below diagonal values, if 1 is a dissimilarity, similarity is 1 is a dissimilarity, similarity is 0. So 1 becomes 0 and 0 becomes 1. Okay. So object 4 and 1 are, in case of similarity matrix, that is 1. So they are completely similar, right? So this is how we can convert a dissimilarity into similarity values. Now second is for binary attributes. So for binary attributes, what we have? Only two values, right? and that is also for symmetric and binary, symmetric and asymmetric, right? So if it is a gender, male and female, so both are equally important, so that is called as symmetric attribute. And if it's a test of some blood sample, okay, test of some blood sample, like whether the patient has a fever or not, patient has typhoid or not. So typhoid hai, so that is important. Typhoid nahi hai, that is not important, right? If some like corona test is positive, yes, it is important. If not, it is negative, then okay, it is not important. So that is what a symmetric attribute. So for these binary attributes, we can have what? Only two values, and we can convert them into numbers as 0 and 1. Like for gender, 1 for male and 0 for female. Okay, so we can allocate these values, right? So this is an example of a binary attribute. See here, names, objects are there: Jack, Mary and Jim. Jack, Mary and Jim, and they have these number of binary attributes. Okay, जैसे हमने देखा था ऊपर, nominal में कितने nominal attributes थे? Only one. So P was one, right? Here you can see binary attributes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So gender is what? It's a symmetric binary attribute. Fever, yes, fever is what? It can be yes or no, right? So fever hai to important hai, nahi hai to no, it's not important, right? So it is asymmetric. Cough hai ya nahi hai to important hai, nahi hai to nahi. Test positive hai to important hai, negative hai to important nahi hai, right? So fever, cough, test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4 are asymmetric binary attribute, and gender is only symmetric attribute. Okay, so male है तो suppose 1, female है तो 0, yes है तो 1, no है तो 0, positive है तो 1, negative है तो 0, right? So इस तरह से हम इसको 0, 1 में इस इन सारे attributes को convert कर सकते हैं. We can convert all these attributes into values 0 and 1, right? Like male 1, female 0, yes 1, no 0, positive for test is 1, negative for test is 0, right? So we can convert all these attributes into 0 and 1, and then we can use this formula. What is the formula? See, Q. What is Q? Q is what? The number of attributes for which object I and J both have value 1. Both object I and J have value 1 for how many attributes? So that is Q. Then for how many attributes object I and J have values? For I it is 1 and for J it is 0. That is R. S is what? For how many attributes object I has 0 value and object J has 1 value. Similarly, what is T? For how many attributes object I and J both have 0 values. Okay, so अगर दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए 1, 1 है तो that is you can count it in Q. So अगर ऐसे दो एट्रीब्यूट है तो Q इक्वल टू 2. अगर दोनों एट्रीब्यूट के लिए 0 है तो T विल बी इक्वल टू 2. अगर ऐसा सिर्फ एक एट्रीब्यूट है जहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट I का वैल्यू 1 है एंड J का 0 है तो R इक्वल टू 1. एंड अगर ऐसे 4 एट्रीब्यूट है, okay, if there are 4 attributes for which object I has a 0 value and object J has a 1, J has 1 value, so S equal to 4. So we have to find out this Q plus R plus S plus T, and actually all these will be equal to total number of attributes. Okay? So let us see the example here. See, this is the formula for binary attributes to find out dissimilarity. So D of ij, that is dissimilarity between object I and between object J, right? Between object I and J. So that is R plus S. R plus S, what is R? Number of attributes for which object I has 1 value and object J has 0 value. Similarly, S is what? 0, 1. That means object I has 0 and object J has 1. Okay, for how many attributes? So that is S. So these Q, R, S, T are what? Counts of attributes, right? So let us see the example. R plus S divided by Q plus R plus S plus T. T is what? For both objects, we have value 0, 0, right? So in case of, if the attribute is asymmetric, if the attributes are asymmetric, we ignore T. This last T in the denominator is ignored. Why we ignore this? Because if for both the attributes, for both the objects, attribute values are 0, 0, so that means it is not important, right? So we ignore T in case of, if the attributes are asymmetric, and in case of symmetric attribute we keep T also, right? So these are the formula. So here you can see, now we are going to consider only asymmetric attribute. So which are asymmetric? Fever, cough, test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. Okay. So how many attributes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 6 attributes are there. So we are not going to consider the attributes having a value 0, 0 for objects, right? So here, for Jack and Mary, dissimilarity between Jack and Mary. So consider from fever, ignore gender को ignore करो, gender attribute हम consider नहीं कर रहे because that is symmetric. We are only considering asymmetric attributes which are binary, right? So yes मतलब क्या है, y मतलब 1, no मतलब 0, p मतलब 1, that is positive मतलब 1, negative मतलब 0. So Jack and Mary के लिए देखो, Jack and Mary. So सबसे पहले फाइंड आउट करो Q मतलब क्या, फॉर both the values for attributes Jack, for objects Jack and Mary should be 1. So fever के लिए देखो, fever के लिए for Jack and Mary it is yes, so that count it as 1, one attribute. Cough, no, so don't count. Test 1, positive, so it's 2, right? Second count. NN, NP, NN, so don't count. Okay, so what is Q? Number of attributes having value 1 for both object I and J, that is Jack and Mary, it's 2 attributes. So Q is equal to 2, right? Q is equal to 2. That is why C, in the denominator it's what? Q plus R plus S, right? So that is what? Q equal to 2. See here, Q plus R plus S, and then R plus S is in the upper side. So see here, Q is 2. Now what is R? For object I value 1, object J value 0. So 1 0 combination देखो, fever में है क्या? नहीं. Cough में नहीं. Test 1 में नहीं. Test 3 में नहीं. Test 4 में नहीं. So आपका यहाँ पे R क्या हो रहा है? 0. So there are 0 number of attributes having value 1 for Jack and 0 for Mary, right? So R is 0. What is S? It's 0 1, right? So fever, it's 1 1, cough 0 0, test 1 1 1, test 2 0 1. 0 1 is where? Test 3 में देखो, it's negative and positive, that is 0 1. So it is what? Count it as 1 for S. Then test 4 में 0 0. So it's what? Test 3 में 0 1 है. So count it as one attribute, and that comes under S. So see, R plus S, 0 plus 1. And then in the denominator, Q plus R plus S, 2 plus 0 plus 1. So it's 1 by 3. And what is that? 1 by 3? 1 by 3. What is that? It's 0.33, right? So it's 0.33. Okay. Now similarly for Jack and Jean, dissimilarity between objects Jack and Jean. So Jack and Jean, what is the Q? Consider C here, Jack and Jean. Fever में 1 1 है, so Q 1 हो गया. Cough में है क्या 1 1? No. 1 1 1 1 1 1 no. Okay, so Q is 1. R is what? 1 0. So 1 0 है क्या देखो, Jack and Jean में 1 0 1 0. Yes. Test 1 में 1 0 है देखो, positive and negative 1 0. So this is 1, then no. Okay. So R is also 1. S देखो 0 1 है क्या? S Jack and Jean में, Jack and Jean attribute values should be 0 and 1. So in fever it's 1 1, cough 0 1. Okay, so it's 0 1. So count it as 1. then test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. So S is also 1. So what is the formula? R plus S divided by Q plus R plus S. So it's 2 by 3. And what is that 2 by 3? 2 by 3 equal to 0.67, right? So 67% dissimilarity between Jack and Jill. Now Jim and Mary, again find Q, 1 1. So fever, yes, it's 1, count it as 1. Q में एक आ गया, then cough, test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. Q is 1. Now between for Jim and Mary, okay, for Jim and Mary, right? So for Jim and Mary, find R, that is 1 0. So 1 0, yes, test 1 में है 1 0, right? Then test 3 में भी है 1 0. So R is what? 1. So यहाँ पे ये गलती से R is actually 2, तो यहाँ पे 1 हो गया, ठीक है, no problem. S देखो कितना है? S is what? 0 1. S is 0 1. तो फीवर में तो नहीं है, कफ में नहीं है, यस कफ में है 0 1. S is counted as 1. देन टेस्ट 1 में नहीं है, टेस्ट 2 में नहीं है, टेस्ट 3 में नहीं है, टेस्ट 4 में, ठीक है. सो R is actually 2 and S is 1. So it's 1 plus 2, and then in the denominator Q is 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 1. So it's ultimately 3 plus 4. Sorry, 3 divided by 4. So what is 3 divided by 4? 3 divided by 4, it's what? It's 3 divided by 4, 3 divided by 4. It's 0.75, right? Okay. So objects Jim and Mary are having a 0.75% dissimilarity. Jack and Jim having 67% dissimilarity. Jack and Mary having 33% dissimilarity, right? So if these are the values for dissimilarity, what will be the values for similarity? For Jack and Mary, what will be the similarity? 1 minus 0.33. So it will be what? 1 minus 0.33. That's what? 0.67. That means Jack and Mary are 67% similar. If dissimilarity between Jack and Jim and Jack is 67%, then similarity will be 33%. And Jack and Mary are 75% dissimilar. That means they are how much similar? 25% similar, right? So this is how we can find out similarity between the objects if the objects are represented by binary attributes. Okay, so there are different formulae for symmetric binary attribute. Okay, T is there, and for asymmetric, T is not considered as it. T means what? Value 0 0 for both objects, right? So that is not considered in asymmetric, because 0 means not important for asymmetric, while in case of symmetric both are important. That is why T is there in the denominator. Okay, so these are the formulae for binary attributes, and this is a formula P minus M by P for nominal attribute. In your online examination you may be asked that what is the proximity measure for nominal attribute. So this is P minus M by P for dissimilarity and M by P for similarity. Binary attributes, these are the formulae: R plus S divided by Q plus R plus S plus T. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn today. So we have learned today is how to find out dissimilarity between the objects or similarity between the objects if they are represented by binary attributes or nominal attributes. As well as we have seen what is the data matrix and what is the dissimilarity matrix. After that we have seen what are the applications of finding similarity or dissimilarity between the objects. Okay, so this is all that we have seen today. I hope you have enjoyed the contents. If you have any doubts, you can ask.